9 News reporter Jennifer Meckles joins us from outside East tonight. And Jennifer, this afternoon, the superintendent decided to go around the school board to bring armed Denver police officers back into schools.
Yeah, Kyle, this is defiance of the school board's policy on SROs that Dr. Marrero, the superintendent of Denver Public Schools, says they're now going to bring 2 armed Denver police officers on this campus through the end of the school year, as well as adding back armed officers from the Denver Police Department at high schools around the district. That decision came in the form of a memo to the school board today. Today was my 4th visit to Denver Health's ICU due to victims of gun violence, Marrero wrote to the board. These events should not have happened on my watch or on this board's watch. Marrero then informs the board he is putting 2 armed DPD officers at East High School through the end of the year, plus at least 1 armed officer at other high schools in the district, and promising ongoing conversations with those principals about their needs. I acknowledge this action likely violates Executive Limitations 1010, he writes, pointing to the 2020 board decision to remove Denver police from campuses. However, I can no longer stand on the sidelines. I am willing to accept the consequences of my actions. The school board has not answered our questions about what those consequences could be. At East High School today, students and parents weren't sure they could come back.
Today's his last day here. Like, get all your friends, Instagrams, Facebook, whatever you need, but because you will not be coming back here no more. Today's the last day.
Kids and teachers at East High and staff should not be expected to show up physically at school here. The risk is too great.
When I do go back, I'm going to look at my surroundings, and if I don't see no safety, then I'm not going back, and that's what I want to see, safety.
Late this afternoon, the Denver School Board released a statement saying that they do support the superintendent's decision to put armed officers back on campuses through the end of the year. But the board didn't comment as a whole, Kyle, on that memo in which the superintendent says, I'm defying policy here by doing this. We do expect to hear more from the board leadership tomorrow at some point.
And just a reminder for folks, Jenny, who don't follow schools all the time, the superintendent works for the board. They are the elected body. He is their employee. They tell him what to do. So, I mean, he really was putting his job on the line today by bringing DPD officers back into schools. It was just 3 years ago that that decision was made, and we should mention it was unanimous on the board.
It was. At the time, it was an interesting conversation and a different, context of conversation around students and what was going on in 2020 with protests and, social justice. And to your point, though, the board gives the superintendent directives. The directive they gave him was this policy with SROs. So he's acknowledging that he's doing something different. I'll be very curious to see if there are, in fact, any consequences, and maybe there won't be. I'm not sure.
Jennifer Meckles reporting from East. Thank you.